intrapersonal. Sometimes we notice there is one student in the class who is sitting by himself, doing his work quietly, is not interacting with the rest of the students, and we as teachers think either he is very shy or there is some other problem with him. It is not true. Neither is he shy and neither he has any problem. The only thing is that he is an intrapersonal learner. He is an intrapersonal learner because he can only learn when he is by himself. Other people disturb and distract him. Maybe the sounds even distract him, or the pictures also are not really quite beneficial for him. But at the same time, an intrapersonal learner may benefit from visual and audio resources. It is not necessary that every time there is an intrapersonal student who is learning by being by himself and cannot learn from visual, audio or touch learning. He can do all of these. He can combine all of this learning into his learning, but he needs to be by himself. When he will look at a picture in a group, he might not learn because the other factors around him are disturbing and distracting him. But again, when he is looking at the picture just by himself, he has the picture in front of him and there's nobody else looking at the picture, then he would learn more. When the teacher identifies such a student in the class, she needs to cater for his needs, because he is going to learn only when he is by himself. The teachers need not to blame the student or label him to be shy or having a problem. Rather, the teacher needs to take care of him and get him resources so that he is able to be by himself and learn by himself, because he is having the learning style of an intrapersonal learner. The teacher must take care that when he is given the resources, he is able to look at these resources by himself. Or if he is listening to some tape, then he should be given a chance to listen to the tape by himself. Similarly, as I said before, the parents must be informed. Most of the time, the parents of the intrapersonal learners have no idea that their child can be intrapersonal. That means he needs space to be by himself. This causes a lot of problem for the intrapersonal student. He wants to be by himself, and the parents, they usually have a lot of distraction at home where the student is given a chance to study. The parents do not understand that the other distractions are not letting the student learn, and they just think that the student is being careless, and they blame him for that, which further demotivates the learner to learn anything. This is very important to be discussed with the parents. The teacher needs to identify this first, and then it is also a good practice for asking for another opinion. Maybe if the teacher identifies a student who is intrapersonal, she may ask another colleague or maybe a head or a line manager to come and observe the student, so that in case she is having a wrong opinion about the student, maybe the second opinion would be better. Because then this has to be conveyed to the parents, so that the parents take care of it, that while the student is doing his homework at home or is doing some learning at home, he is given his space to be by himself. He should not be amongst the other siblings and learning, and especially it is suggested that the parents should keep complete silence for the student who is an intrapersonal learner, and to keep less distractions at home when the student is learning, because he needs this space and this is how he is going to learn.